I'm going to ask a favor of you in a moment.
What could that be, I wonder?
Some buttons in back. You may enter. How do I look?
You look alright.
Many thanks. Now the buttons.
I can't do nothing with them.
You men with your big clumsy fingers. May I have a drag on your cig?
Have one yourself.
Why thanks. It looks like my trunk has exploded.
Me and Stella were trying to help you unpack.
Well, you certainly did a fast and thorough job of it.
Looks like you raided some fancy shops in Paris.
Yes, clothes are my passion.
What's a string of fur pieces like that cost?
Why, those were a tribute from an admirer of mine.
Yeah, he must have had a lot of admiration.
Oh, in my youth I excited some admiration. But look at me now. Would you think it possible that I was once considered to be attractive?
You look alright.
I was fishing for a compliment, Stanley.
I don't go in for that sort of stuff.
What stuff?
Compliments to women about their looks. I never met a woman that didn't know if she was good looking or not without being told. And some of them give themselves more credit than they've got. I went out with this doll who was all like, I am the glamorous type. I am the glamorous type. I said, so what?
And what did she say then?
She didn't say nothing. That shut her up like a clam.
Did it end the romance?
It ended the conversation. That was all. Some men are took up by this Hollywood glamour stuff and some men are not.
Well, I'm sure you belong in the second category.
That's right.
I can't imagine any witch of a woman casting a spell over you.
That's right.
You're simple, straightforward and honest. A little bit on the primitive side, I should think. To interest you, a woman would have to,
Lay her cards on the table.
Well, I never cared for wishy-washy people. That was why when you walked in here last night, I said to myself, my sister has married a man. Of course, that was all I could tell about you.
Now let's cut the rebop.
Ooh! Stanley, you come out here and let Blanche finish dressing. I'm through dressing, honey. Well, you come out then.
Me and your sister are having a little talk.
Honey, do me a favor. Run to the drugstore and get me a lemon coke with plenty of chipped ice in it. Will you do that for me, sweetie? Yes. The poor little thing was out there listening to us, and I have an idea she doesn't understand you as well as I do. All right. Now, Mr. Kowalski, let us proceed without any more double talk. I'm ready to answer all questions. I've nothing to hide. What is it?
There is such a thing in this state of Louisiana as the Napoleonic Code, according to which whatever belongs to my wife is also mine, and vice versa.
My, but you have an impressive judicial air.
If I didn't know you as my wife's sister, I'd get ideas about you.
Such as what?
Don't play so dumb. You know what.
All right, cards on the table. That suits me. I know I fib a good deal. After all, a woman's charm is 50% illusion. But when a thing is important, I tell the truth, and this is the truth. I haven't cheated my sister, or you, or anyone else as long as I have lived.
Where's the papers? In the trunk?
Everything I own is in that trunk. What in the name of heaven are you thinking of? What's in the back of that little boy's mind of yours? That I'm absconding with something? Attempting some kind of treachery on my sister? Let me do that. It'll be faster and simpler. I keep my papers mostly in this tin box.
What's them underneath?
These are love letters, yellowing with antiquity, all from one boy. Give those back to me.
I'll have a look at them
The
first.
touch of your hands insults them.
Don't pull that stuff.
Now that you've touched them, I'll burn them.
What in the hell are they?
Poems a dead boy wrote. I hurt him the way that you would like to hurt me, but you can't. I'm not young and vulnerable anymore. But my young husband was, and I... Never mind about that. Just give them back to me.
What do you mean by saying you'll have to burn them?
I'm sorry. I must have lost my head for a moment. Everyone has something he won't let others touch because of their intimate nature. Ambler and Ambler. Crabtree. More Ambler and Ambler.
What is Ambler and Ambler?
A firm that made loans on the place.
So it was lost on a mortgage.
That must have been what happened.
I don't want no ifs, ands, or buts. Where the hell's the rest of the papers?
There are thousands of papers stretching back over hundreds of years, affecting Belle Reve as, piece by piece, our improvident grandfathers and father and uncles and brothers exchanged the land for their epic fornications, to put it plainly. The four-letter word deprived us of our plantation, till finally all that was left, and Stella can vouch for that, was the house itself and about 20 acres of ground, including a graveyard, to which now all but Stella and I have retreated. Here are all of them. All papers. I hereby endow you with them. Take them, peruse them, commit them to memory even. I think it's wonderfully fitting that Belle Reve should finally be this bunch of old papers in your big, capable hands. I wonder if Stella's coming back with my lemon coke.
I have a lawyer acquaintance who will study these out.
Present them to him with a box of aspirin tablets.
You see, under the Napoleonic Code, a man has to take an interest in his wife's affairs. Especially now that she's going to have a baby.
Stella? Stella going to have a baby? I didn't know she was going to have a baby.